Hi, lovely people. So, a bit of a strange one today. It's not the one I was planning on doing, but I've been doing regular swimming in my crazy little swimming pool in the garden, which is a tiny little paddling, 4 meter long paddling pool thing, but you can swim in it. And I've been swimming on a bungee cord because that's the only way you can do it. Because you can do about three strokes, and you're at the end of the pool. So that's not very conducive to doing swimming. So we got a bungee cord, so it feels like you're swimming, but you're not getting anywhere. And so I'd been planning to do whilst the weather's hot and doing some cold exposure once the hot weather goes. Um, I've been challenging myself to get better at um, increasing my stamina with the swimming. So I thought I'd do like it timed and everything. And then I've been really struggling because, firstly, the water level's gone down. So it is quite difficult to swim in because we need to top it up with some water because it's been so hot, all the water's evaporated. And secondly, if I want to increase my time I do it, I'm really struggling because I'm getting dragged back. I have to slow down, otherwise, I run out of puff and I get dragged back to the beginning of the pool, which means I can't swim very well. So, what I was doing today, whilst I was doing the 3 or 4 minutes I tried to do today, because I started, I think I was doing 2.5, and now I'm up to 4 minutes, was decide what's the best way for me to actually utilize the pool in a way that's fun, which I can stick with, which improves my heart health, which is what I'm trying to do it for, and doesn't cause me stress with the fluctuations in the pool with the weather and the stuff. Um, so I've decided I'm going to do more HIIT type training. So really all out swimming, which is way more fun because I do end up hitting the end of the pool because I've tightened the bungee up. And then have the rest period before my heart rate gets too low, do it again. And I'm going to do that sort of training instead. And it just got me thinking whilst I was doing my cool down earlier, how crazy it is. You have these very set plans in your life that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And then sometimes you don't stop and think, is that actually what I want to do? Or you start doing it and it's like, that's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. And but we have these, sometimes have these set ideas, but that's what I said I was going to do, so that's what I'm going to do. And so I was doing my lengths today going, this really isn't working for me and I'm not finding it fun. And I love the challenge of sort of all out swimming to the point of, or all out training, that HIIT thing where you do that all out maximum heart rate thing until you feel a bit like you're just about to be quite ill, but before that you stop and then you rest, but you don't rest for too long and then you start again. Actually is really fun in the swimming pool. So I tried it today. And I thought, but I'd said to people, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase the amount of stuff I do. I'm like, well, I don't have to just do what I've said I'm going to do because I've tried it and it hasn't worked. So I'm going to slightly shift, and I'm not massively shifting what I'm doing. But it just made me think, how often do we sort of set ourselves goals and then we tell people, which is a really good idea, because if you don't tell people your goals, you might not stick to them. So sharing them with other people, great idea. Get some accountability, put it out there. Social media is nice for that. It is nice to hear what people are planning on doing and whether you can be supportive to them and stuff. Especially with me, if I see somebody doing something and I think, oh, my oils can help with that and that can really support them. I love being able to send people some samples and say, this will really help you with your sponsored walk that you're doing, or you said that you're struggling to concentrate and I've got an oil for that. And I would hope that if somebody saw me maybe struggling with something and they had some sort of magic thing that could help, or they've used a new app on their phone, or they've got a widget. So the reason I can do the HIIT thing is because I've got a new Fitbit that shows me my heart rate. You know, if I was saying, oh, I really wanted to do HIIT, and somebody said, oh, have you got a Fitbit? Did you know it does your heart rate? I might not have known that. And it's nice that people could then get in touch with you and say, I've got something that could help with that. So I just thought sometimes it's worth putting out there what you're planning on doing, but not beating yourself up if suddenly you've got to take a bit of a U-turn or do something differently. And it just got me thinking, because that's what I was thinking. I was literally thinking that whilst I was doing my front crawl, thinking, this isn't working for me. What can I do instead? It just made me think sometimes we do sort of corner ourselves, block ourselves in, and not actually go, either this isn't enjoyable and is there an easier and more joyful way I could do this? Or secondly, just because I've said I'm going to do something, it doesn't massively have to change and I could do it in a different way. or putting out there, hey, I'm struggling with the thing I said I'm going to do. Is there anybody out there who can help me with stuff? Has anybody done this sort of thing before? Has anybody got any tips or tricks or apps or whatever? Um, that sort of thing. That it's okay to sort of slightly change your plans, especially if something's not bringing you joy or you're not finding it easy. One of the questions I often ask myself is, how can I make this process easy and fun? And so that's what I was doing in the pool today, and I thought I'd share, because that's the sort of crazy thing that goes through my brain, and I like sharing with you wonderful people. So just remember, you're amazing, super duper human beings. If you want to get in touch with me about oils or my shamanic work or anything like that, please let me know. I'm always here to help. And take care, everybody. You're amazing.